Hello folks, good morning, good morning. Let's do some more bangles, shall we? I've got two big bags here. I've already spied some beautiful vintage bits and some familiar bits. And stuff that, yeah, probably would have gone in the charity whatnot auction show, but you know, we're done and it was amazing. And again, thank you. I can't say thank you enough. I'm going to stop at some point saying thank you, but you know, thank you. Right, these are always nice little sellers, these little mixed metal, fair trade, probably made in Africa, bangles. So that's cool. They definitely something I'd sell. Now I remember Stephen telling me about this because I have got one that is sterling silver and his one isn't. This is Alpaca, Mexico. But it's the same design, the one I've got. And he was like, as much as I try and test it, it's just not coming up as silver. And I'm like, oh, sorry, mine is. But yeah, exactly the same design. This one, after a good polish up, will probably look pretty much the same though. So that's a lovely one, isn't it? It's really, really nice, that. Definitely one I'd sell. That one, might put that into, oh no, craft a lot for that one. It's missing a stone there. I love a vintage tank link bracelet. This is cool. Sometimes they are signed on the side here. It's a little bit on the wonk actually. Look at it. It looks like it's been twisted. So I might have to put that in broken vintage. Yeah. Oh well, that's a shame. But someone can hammer that back into place, I'm sure. A little bit of faux stone there. Possibly silver plate. Put that in a boho lot. Little vintage bracelet. That might be a celluloid, probably is a celluloid actually. There's one similar coming up which is in much nicer condition, but that one I'll put into a vintage lot. Craft for that one. That one has got his pin, that's cool. So that'll be maybe a carved wood there. Look at me, dirty hands already. But that'll probably go into a boho lot. Little vintage charm brace. Oh, these are adorable charms. So one has come off somewhere. But we've got a little kind of car, an elephant, a train, a bike, a hot air balloon, an airplane. And what do we reckon that missing one would have been? Oh, and a little globe for globetrotters. So what do you reckon the missing one? A boat. That's what's missing, isn't it? A little boat. Yeah. Land, sea and air. And we're missing a boat there. It's funny to think that elephants are a mode of transport, isn't it? But yeah, that's cool. Just shame that it's missing one, but I still like it. Plain little metal cuff bangle. That'll go in my metal bangle lot. And then a nice vintage plastic one. Not signed, but I'll probably put that in. With a vintage lot, actually. Like the twist on it, that's quite cool. Got a couple of purple ones. It looks like they were probably together. They're faceted in the same way, but they'll go with my plastic bangles lot. And a nice little vintage sparkly one. Good condition. That might be one I'd sell on its own. And that one can go in 2 kg. That's a nice big chunky plastic one as well, isn't it? Might sell that one on its own. That one can go in 2 kg. I think it's a bit of Primark, that one. And that one I'll have to go and craft. There's some wear to the plastic beads. Ooh, that's a heavy one. Oh no. Oh, it's Karen Millens. It's our Karens. I bet that were right pricey when it came out. Our Karen. Yeah, I quite like that. That's nice, that. That's a handsome... Oh, even for my skinny wrist, that's hard to get on, though. I'll have to lube up, folks. And then that's mad. That's glass with like a little rosette. That's sort of something else, is it? Like a bit of decor or something? That is quite big, but it's cool. I'll have to Google image search that one. That's a bit bonkers. Little faux stone bit, just a bit of plastic in there. 2 kg for that one. That'll go in a boho lot. I think there's a few of them in there. That looks like a bit of Liz Claiborne or something, but no, I can't see a mark there. 2 kg for that. Little charm one. I think it's a Chinese mass-produced brand, that one. Pretty little charms though. Little flowers and bits. And 2 kg. That's a core statement bangle. 2 kg for that one. And for that one. That's going to go, isn't it? That stretch, yep. So that'll go in craft. Another vintage plastic one, but that's a bit worn, so that'll go in craft. That might be Bakelite, possibly. No seams. Certainly has that kind of Bakelite look to it. And there's a problem with testing black Bakelite because it will just like leave like red marks on your testing thing anyway because of the dye that's in it. But it's still cool, it's got a look. That'll go in a boho lot. That is ungold. You can see where the two bits have been joined together, and if it was gold, it would be joined perfectly. But sadly not. Ah, that's cute though. Cute little sparkly butterfly one, very modern. Not got the brilliantest of finished. You can see like little bubbles and things, but it's cute. Someone might like it. So that will go in 2 kg. And that's a weird one. I'm just going to put that in craft. I like that one. That's a cool carved plastic one. Beautiful colour on it. Quite substantial weight as well. I will do a Google image search on that one at some point as well. I really like that. That's lovely, isn't it? 2 kg. Boho lot. And that's a nice one too. Now that one's quite small, which makes me think that it's quite old. So we might test that one. I say test that one for Bakelite. I can't. But there's a possibility of that one being Bakelite as well, which is cool. That looks a bit Lola Rose, but there's no marks on it. No, I think that's plastic actually. That can go in 2 kg. And these two. It's got nice beads on that one. Has that got all its pearlies? Yeah, it looks like it. 2 kg. And then a nice little mother of pearl inlay. That's quite sweet and dainty, isn't it? I like that one. That's for myself. Oh, look at that one. Well, that's got all crushed abalone set in resin. That's fun, I like that. Then we've got a clamper. Quite a bit of wear, you can see the copper coming through there. And then a nice mother of pearl inlay bangle. I spy another one in there, a littler one. So they can definitely go together, can't they? Pour out the end bits of this bag. Now that would have been fabulous, but unfortunately, look, that's coming apart. So that'll have to go into craft. Can't see any branding on it, but that would have been rather joyous, wouldn't it? And that one's a fun one. But that'll go in 2 kg. Cute little bows on that. I think that's a little vintage one. That's quite sweet. Maybe that'll go in a vintage lot. That I'll probably put in my abalone lot. It's got little evil dolphins. Evil dolphins. Stretchy for craft. 2 kg. Oh, mother of pearl. Might put that in a gemstone lot. Oh, hang on, that's the door. Yep, that was my low-carb bread order. That'll go in craft. That's quite pretty, but a bit of wear on that one. That'll go in craft as well. Okay, second bag. So remove these out the way. So they're all ones I like. Especially that turquoise one, that's fab. Ooh. And we've got some beautiful, isn't that lovely, malachite. So hopefully I'll get a few of these at some point and can put them together, make a lovely little stack. Oh, that's unusual. 2 colours of resin, plastic resin, very kind of mod looking. Quite like that one. Oh, Monet, very simple Monet one, but a nice little stacker, so yeah, that's cool. And then we've got a vintage one, but look at that plate wear on that. So that'll go into vintage broken. Craft. We had that one before. This one's quite worn, so that'll go into craft as well. A little cat's eye beads, but quite a bit of wear on that. That'll go in craft. That's Primark, I know that one. And some more of these little stackers that are already in craft. Right, a couple of nice juicy ones coming up now. Oh, that's pretty. That's very cold. That might be a gemstone. I like that. I might wear that one for now. And that one's possibly a gemstone one as well. We'll test these to see if anything comes up on Sid. Lovely little lucite, and it's got little trapped dried flowers in there. Very pretty, so that's one I'd sell. And then this one is almost like tortoiseshell, isn't it? Just plastic. I think there was a price on there at some point, but yeah, that's one I'd sell because it's got a cool look. There we go, that's celluloid. Needs a good clean up, but very pretty. I like it when they have like the dye on the different flowers and leaves and bits. That's very sweet. That is Tutti & Co, TNC. It's not Tiffany & Co, this is Tutti & Co, which do sell. They don't sell for loads, but you know, it's one of those brands that's sold in like nice gift shops and stuff, so you know. Cool bangle, nice big chunky. I could do a little load of chunky plastic bangles together, couldn't I? Vintage one for a vintage lot. That can go in boho lot. I've got some more nice carved ones coming up. Just a red plastic. That can go in with plastic bangles. And then that's a lovely plastic bangle, that one. I do like that one. Little like fleur-de-lis type things, or like floral shapes. That's really cute. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was going to be sliders then, but they're not. I think this is quite modern. Looks like stainless steel, doesn't it? Like gold over stainless steel. Weird. I'm not, like, I don't like it for myself kind of thing. But I think there's a market out there for things like this, but it just reminds you of like holiday jewellery. No. 2 kg for that one. Boho lot for that. I think that is a carved wood. Probably put that in a boho lot. Another vintage plastic, fantastic. Very 60s, I think. That'll go in a vintage lot. And then a couple more for boho. And another plastic one for plastic lot. Now this looks like coral, this. Oh, please, can you have all your stones in here? Because you're missing one there. And it's a bright pink one too, which is definitely one I don't have. I'm going to put that in my Fix Me Up pile. And I will look through and see if I definitely own. It's missing there and there as well. Oh, that's a shame. Because that is stunning. I'll put that in with broken vintage. Someone is going to love fixing that one up. A vintage boho one with a Hamza hand. Put that in a vintage lot. Another nice big chunky plastic one. Yeah, we'll have a chunky plastic bangle lot in it. And that'll probably go into craft. Like the one before, it's missing the bit on the side. That is pretending to be Bakelite. Kind of similar to that black one from before, so maybe the two can go together. It's kind of cool. Nice metal, industrial looking, steel looking cuff. I don't know who does that print on the back, but I certainly like that look, so I might sell that one, something a bit different. That will go in 2 kg. A bead. I'll go in boho. And what's that? Who are you? BB? I don't know. I will Google image search that one at some point. At some point in the future, who knows? That's some kind of gemstone, probably a jasper that. Jasper. That might be nice. Bit of faux snake skin. 2 kg for that one. Craft for that. Plain little bangle. XP, which is Zooping. That's a Chinese brand. This will be gold plated, possibly stainless steel. But that'll go in 2 kg. Some more little stackers. That one's got a bit of verdigris on now. So that'll go in craft. They'll go in 2 kg. Little sparkly stretchy. I'll put that one in craft. And that one. And that one can go in 2 kg. That's the last one from this lot. So we had a necklace very similar to that with that kind of clasp on it, that sort of Gerda Lingard-y style clasp. But this one feels like it is going to go at any minute and all of those beads are going to fly everywhere, so I'm not going to risk it. That's kind of similar to that, isn't it? I'll still keep them together in the boho lot though. Nice big orange plastic one with a red one, very similar. Yep, they look quite cool together, don't they? But they'll go in with the chunky plastic ones. Another stacker for 2 kg. Another boho one. That one, that's more like Indian costume jewellery, so I'll start a new job lot of those because I just listed one the other day. No marks on that one. Cute little sparkler. I'll go in 2 kg. That's quite nice. That is quite possibly a little ruby in there. Let's check by shining. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Don't listen to me, folks. I know nothing. That is cute though, isn't it? It's got a bit of a Wonder Woman-esque look and it looks cool next to my tattoo, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's one I'd sell. Why not? Craft for that one. Little bits. 2 kg for that. Craft for that. That feels quite heavy. I like the finish on it. Wonder if it's worth testing that. I might just give it a quick scratch while it's next to me. No, That is copper, but that's very pretty, isn't it? Gold tone copper. It's just got a nice finish. If that was actually like in silver, that would be lush, but never mind. That's got all pretty little glass on it. I like these end bits, they're very nice. Unbranded, but I do actually quite like that. It's probably a handmade bit, but it's got some lovely glass beads, so yeah, why not? Chonky 3-strand one. They are sellable, but it's unbranded, so I'm going to put it in 2 kg. Ah, look, huh? It's got all of these hematite beads stuck on that one. And then that is a magnetic clasp. And that'll go in 2 kg. And then we've got a couple of, ooh, there's a bezel set. Little vintage bezel set one. Needs a good cleanup. I'm going to put that in broken vintage. But that is a pretty. And then I do like, oh wow, that's cool. So half resin, half wood. Yeah, that's one I'd sell. And then that's just a nice, cool statement wooden cuff. That's something that like Gerda Lindgard would have done at some point. Possibly teak. It's nicely finished. They've rounded the inside there, and that shows its nice quality. So yeah, I like that one. Right, Google image search that one as well. So I've got a few things to Google, which is always fun. And then just a couple of things just to see if they register on SID as like anything more than glass. So no, that one probably is glass, so that one I'll put into 2 kg. And then what about this one? Now that one, that does look like it is going into possibly chrysoprase, nephrite. It doesn't have that like kiwi-esque looking thing that nephrite jade has. See, it's more slightly swirly, but I think that's a beautiful colour and definitely a gemstone and very, very cold. I think that's lovely. Maybe a keeper, I don't know. I don't know. Can't keep everything, Lex. But yeah, some lovely little bits in there. Some cute little vintage bangles, aren't there? I mean, like how sweet are they? They're really nice. A couple of industrial looking bits and some cool wooden bits. Yeah, what a lovely lot that was, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow for some brooches.